Hey everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I wanted to give you guys just a quick update about what's going on with Bitcoin and the rest of the market so you guys can make some better decisions here. So, as a recap, I know I went to bed kind of early morning around midnight my time Pacific, and that's when Bitcoin was trying to build itself back up after the Coinbase crash drop. And basically, it did manage to go to all-time highs, and that's a very good thing because, again, I know we've said this a few times, or I've said this a few times. Just the fact that we broke out above all-time excuse me, it means that the next time we get up there, it's going to be a lot easier to break, and the resistance level is not going to be there like it was this time. Now, that being said, we did get slammed back down, and I do think part of that has to do with the fact that you're seeing a little bit of angst, a little bit of anxiety around what's happening with Coinbase. You can't have a real rally if you're afraid that Coinbase is going to be going down every other day here, or multiple times in a day, in fact. So at this point, I'm not doing too much besides buying some of these dips for longer term holds. I still think, because of the way Bitcoin's going right now, altcoins can come down a lot more. So I'm pretty much dollar cost averaging altcoins at this point and basically waiting for those to cool off a little bit. I'm going to go back to my bread and butter plays here. Once Bitcoin stops falling and we are going sideways for maybe a few hours or so, I'll probably add a small position there. And then if it does break out, then I'll try to do something more of a swing trade position where I'm holding for a few days. But ultimately for now, depending on how long we consolidate, that's really going to determine how long I hold some of these swing trades. If we have a breakout on a 4-hour chart or a daily chart, I can hold for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. If we're breaking out on a 1-hour chart or a 2-hour chart, I might just be holding for maybe at max a day and a half or so. I'm not going to be looking to hold a lot of these trades for a good amount of time. Because historically, when we do break all-time highs, I think I actually saw this earlier today as well, Bitcoin usually doubles in price after the first 18 days. And that was a weird stat to hear, but usually once we break out, we are going parabolic, and that's the big theme. Well, I do think Coinbase is having a very bad effect on the market, and every single time that we have gotten close to having a breakout of some type, or we're having a lot of volume on board here, what you've seen, of course, is Coinbase have some type of issue, whether it's a minor issue with Litecoin or a larger issue with not seeing any amounts of money in your account, or just not being able to trade, of course. That's causing a lot of issues, and I think people are not necessarily panicking, they're just getting worried. And I do want to remind everybody that Bitcoin at this point in time is around like $65,000. Bitcoin is still at a very high price point. I'm still very happy with that. I am still dollar cost averaging a lot of positions. And in fact, when I see these types of dips, not only is Bitcoin dipping, but I see a lot of altcoins, not all altcoins, but I see a lot of altcoins dropping as well. Everybody has been looking for dips and opportunities to buy in. If you guys wanted to start dollar cost averaging those dips, now is going to be the time. I wouldn't recommend going heavy right now unless you guys really have some balls of steel. To me, I would really just wait for the momentum to shift back up, because when I'm looking at some of these charts, we're coming back down kind of fast over the last 4 hours or so. It's definitely been a little bit more of a harder thing to watch, I would imagine. Another reason to have your stop losses here. But however, I do think this week we may hear more information coming out of Coinbase talking about how they maybe are updating their servers, or they're getting access to new servers, and that will help them out. I think if they're able to do that, that will actually cause the price of Bitcoin to start soaring, when normally it wouldn't do something after that type of news. But consistently, this rally, Coinbase has been a problem, and we can't have that be happening. So again, I'm wishing that I'm hoping that they're gonna improve their systems here just a little bit more. But going forward into the market, we did break all-time highs. I do expect us to go a lot higher here. Bitcoin's doing fine, Ethereum's doing fine, and again, I know we're not at $68,000 or $69,000, but 65. If you just zoom out on the charts, we are still looking perfectly fine. The big thing here is we have to try to close above $68,000 by the end of the week, and that gives us quite a few days left. So preferably, I would be okay with us consolidating until Thursday, Friday, attempting the breakout on Saturday, then really closing on Sunday, so to speak. That's kind of what I would expect to see happening. At this point, you're going to see a lot of people panicking and selling. This will be the first test to see what happens with institutional investors when we hit a major resistance level. Are they going to be selling off large amounts of Bitcoin, the ETF product, and that ETF company going to be selling a lot of Bitcoin back to Coinbase? That's something that we're going to have to watch and see here. However, I believe that retail will keep in there, because institutions, they don't care too much about these swings historically. They tend to just buy and wait. On top of this, I think there's a little bit of pessimism just today around the entire market, not just crypto. There's a little bit of a tech sell-off happening right now off of bad Apple news, and I think Tesla got there was something malicious happened in Tesla in Germany. So you're seeing a little bit of a tech sell-off right now, and I think that's playing a small part in what we're seeing with the crypto market. But overall, I see the crypto market having a much higher upside than the stock market right now, because the stock market needs earnings to keep on fueling it. All Bitcoin needs is America to keep spending unlimited amounts of money, or as we are doing right now, $1 trillion every 100 days. So if you guys have a question, or you guys looking at any tokens, let me know. I'd be happy to look them up and a little bit later. And then as far as my day is concerned, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing tonight. So tonight, I told you guys I have that event up in Seattle where I'm going to be going to a crypto party of types, and just doing some stuff up there for a little bit, and that's going to last from about 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, which means I'll be gone from here from 4 to 5 getting up there, and then 8 to 9 getting back here. So from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, which is 5 hours, I will be up in Seattle. I was probably going to get some drinks and stuff too, so that would probably make things a little bit longer. But what I was going to try to do here is just Uber up and Uber down. So instead of taking the train up there, which normally costs about $7 or so, I might just plop down $100 to get up there and $100 to get down, and make things a little bit easier, and do a little bit of a longer stream tonight, where maybe I start a little bit later, and then I really go on through most of the night. And then for as far as today, what time is it right now? It's close to 10 o'clock, I would say. And then after that, maybe around 11 o'clock or so, maybe 12 o'clock, I'll stream for 4 hours and be talking about everything going on. And then I think later on tonight, I'll probably go for a much longer period, but I want to relax a little bit today. My voice is a little bit more raspy from talking so long. And I think I did need a little bit of a breather, at least for mental health reasons, right? So thanks everybody for watching this little video here. I'm trying the Premiere system for the first time in a long time. Hopefully you guys liked it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment after this video. Please make sure to share, like, and of course, if you guys are new, please make sure to subscribe. Thanks.